Well, hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to part three of Bafana Bafana selections and snubs. So today we're going to be on the most controversial exclusion of the Bafana Bafana squad selection, the one of Lyle Foster. So can you present for me, bro, on how Lyle Foster? Okay, before we start with how it's questioned, let's start with the current state of Lyle Foster and why he started not playing games at Burnley. On your understanding, what had happened there?
From my understanding, I just know that he's been struggling with his mental health, and that's caused him not to play. And yeah, it's not due to lack of form or not him putting up numbers. It's just his mental health that was bad.
Okay, so yeah, I think you've pretty much summed it up in terms of what was his reason to not play, which has been extended to be the reason why he's not playing for the AFCON. So they said that he cannot come to play the AFCON because he's not really in a good state. However, he's playing games for Burnley, which comes to my surprise it's very questionable on that aspect because that means he is fit to play football as he's playing games. And I think he scored against Aston Villa, didn't he?
I'm not too sure on that one, but I'll just have to check.
No, he
But
did score. He did
yeah,
score.
we
He
did
got a
score.
disallowed goal, and then there was another goal that he actually scored. Oh,
Oh,
yeah. So with him having played, not just about the scoring, but he started the game against Liverpool where they lost. And then there was another game where he started the second half. Okay, but enough with the games that he had played. I saw a podcast of an independent Burnley podcast where they said part of his rehabilitation is him staying in one environment. However, this past weekend, he played at Villa Park. And if he has to stay in one small environment, he must have traveled for 2 hours because from Burnley training grounds to Villa Park is already 2 hours. So why is he playing away games if he's supposed to just stay in one environment? My conclusion on it is that I think the coach is exploiting his current mental condition to ensure that he plays only for the club and doesn't go to play for the country, as the club is very much in need of his impact. But City fans will disagree, as you guys have a soft spot for Vinny.
I do disagree, but on the other hand, I do feel like they are exploiting it. But then again, his mental health is more important than our AFCON, you know?
I get that. I get that. It's the human before the player, but the player is playing.
Yeah,
And I mean, in situations where the coach is saying that he's concerned about the player, you remember last year Arsenal when the results were starting to not go as planned, with Gabriel Jesus getting injured. And
yeah,
then when he was supposed to come back, he was fit to play, but Arteta said he doesn't want to rush him playing. So when
yeah.
the coach is more concerned, he will not let him start a whole 90 minutes and whatever. So I think it's more about the club's current log position and the club being in desperate need for his impact rather than it being about, obviously, his mental health. They have doctors, but I mean, even in South Africa, we have health professionals. Unless if they're undermining our doctors, they think that they will not be able to treat his condition because if it's not like the case, they should have at least told our doctors, okay, this is Lyle's progress so far. Just work him in on this, and it would have. I think it would have worked because I think it's absolutely rubbish that they're saying he has to be in one small environment. Yet, traveling 100 k's, 10 miles in one day is not. Yeah, do you think that is staying in one environment?
It's definitely not one environment, but
Small environment, they said,
yeah,
not just one
yeah.
environment. They said one small environment.
But I guess in terms of him being with his teammates, still, you could consider it maybe still to be one environment because he's with that coaching staff, he's with the teammates and everyone there
But
that he has there,
how long
and
has he lived in South Africa versus how long has he been in England?
yeah, yeah, that is a controversial one there.
Absolutely, absolutely. And I mean, the South African football faithful is not a fan of Finney at the moment. I saw someone say that he hopes Lyle continues scoring and having assists while Burnley loses games. I think that's where we stand as South Africans at this point with Vincent Company. We want Lyle to continue so that he'll attract a good team and Burnley to be relegated at the same time, because it's absolutely rubbish. I think it's complete disrespect, not just to our national team, but our entire Continental Football Federation. But I mean, let's move on. Let's watch games. Let's continue watching Lyle. But we're definitely
Uh,
not fans of Vinny at this point.
yeah, no, that was a bad decision on his side. But you have to give him a big up because they were behind him. I mean, if they weren't behind him in terms of them worrying about him as a player or as a person, most importantly,
We're
then it
not
would have
saying
been
they hate
different.
him. We're not saying they hate him. We're not saying they don't care about him at all, as he got
Yeah,
the help he needed. We're just saying his mental state is being used, is being exploited
yeah,
for
as a
him to stay
scapegoat.
there.
Yeah,
Exactly. Rather than, I mean, on fair football's opinions, you know that they're in need of Lyle. Even Vinny himself, when Lyle came back, he was like, Lyle Foster coming back is a huge boost for them. So he was like, I got a boost now, and then I have to lose it just like that. For, I mean, I wouldn't say he would say that it does not respect our federation or our tournament, but he has shown that his club's position in the log matters more than it matters for him to see Lyle play for his national team, which it will stand forever on his career archives than him being a Burnley player, because he'll still come back to score goals for Burnley. But yeah, we cannot change it. Vinny did what he did. He cornered Lyle Foster, according to my opinion. But if someone thinks otherwise, feel free to comment and then we'll get deep into it. Otherwise, that's it from me. Please like and subscribe and share the video if you like it. Thank you.